Representative Ford.
Have them take a seat so they don't have to stand in front of me.
Oh. You want to get comfy? Can sit down there.
If the mic didn't work over there, does it?
No.
Yeah, it works there. Sure. It works?
If it does,
Test.
then y'all can stand up. Be somewhere behind.
All right. Okay, the first question is for Representative Ford. How do you plan to lower insurance rates across the state? We have 3 minutes.
Well, since this problem is at least 10 years in the making, I'm not sure in 18 months I've come up with a solution to fix it. I know in the first place, right now, the biggest complaint that I hear the most often is the resentment by most people about their insurance surcharges that apply to their auto policies as well as their home policies. I currently don't have wind insurance on my house. Simply don't think I can afford it. So, and it's a calculated risk for me. I took a look at it. My house weathered the last couple of hurricanes, direct hit with loss of less than one bundle of shingles. I got up on the roof and fixed that myself. And it's a serious problem. Part of the problem has been the inability of the state to get reinsurance. The layers above the basic level of insurance. Insurance companies base their ability to pay on how much they have in surplus, but they're never going to be able to cover all the losses, so they go to larger companies for reinsurance for the higher layers, and the cost of that's been very high. That's coming down now, and the last time I had a briefing, it was supposed to go down 20% in 2007, so that's going to bring the cost down some. We're going to have to separate those houses, I think, that are on the water, and those that are inland deserve to get a separate rate, a lower rate. Right now, my son didn't have insurance on his house. Can't get it. He's not on the water. He's in a very modest house, and he's probably a mile or more from the water. And that is a situation that very many of you here are as well. That you're not on the water, but you're not able to get insurance, or you're paying too much for it. So they're going to have to separate those zones and do it individually based on the loss experience of that house, your house, and the area that you live in, not include you in or lump you in with people who own waterfront property.
Just take 3 minutes. I think the insurance issue, as a general contractor, and my family did a lot of restoration work after the hurricane, and you would go into families whose houses were damaged, and they refused to file a claim because they were afraid that their rates would go up. So it's one piece of legislation I would simply pass, that if someone has not had a claim in 5 years, that you wouldn't be allowed to drop this family. Some people have decided that, we're going to fix our own house, but they're still being dropped. I would push for legislation that simply told these companies that if you want to do business in Florida, you're going to open up your national books. You're not going to continue to say that you had a loss. You're part of a company, and if you're making record-breaking profits and you have executives that are making millions of dollars off of the insurance issue, and a person that's working a $10 an hour job can't afford to pay for their insurance, then we're just not going to let that happen in Florida. I would promote legislation that simply required for fair market insurance for all of the residents of Florida, and certainly they would have to open up their state and their national books to make sure that they're just not ripping off the everyday citizen. Thank you.